this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Alright. Zoom. So, disclaimer, I did play this game.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
I wasn't talking or anything. I would hate to be the person to have to bring a post office vehicle down that curve this way.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
And you know what we do with those? Close them. Close. Thank you. That's what we do.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Wait, what about looking behind me? Wait, Zora, what? Zorro! What did I miss? Can I see it now? Listen, I've only played this once and I never knew about looking back behind you.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
But am I supposed to see something? Or just the chain link fence?
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Okay. Yeah, we need those for the story. Especially the brother. Lost I'm sorry your Wi-Fi's done and you're probably having to watch this on your phone, but you're really gonna enjoy this. So Zora, back to these gummies. Skittles gummies, not really worth it, at least the regular ones. So, I mean, you might like them. The flavors were just kind of just better gummies. Okay, nothing. This is always such a pretty...
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
I accidentally dropped it down the ridge.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
This way. We are going to do a lot of backtracking and exploring. This is a very narrative-driven story, and I don't remember it at all. So, the regular ones are, but there's... Whoa. Is it dark for you guys? It sounds like that's your internet's having an issue. Syl's internet keeps going out too. It normally doesn't do that. But anyway, they have sour ones, Zoro. Back to the important thing. And the sour ones that I'm eating right now...
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Zoro,
I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Do I have to... Should I take the path up there or this one? They both lead to the house, don't they? I mean, I like to walk on the wilder side.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
It is weird, we only hear frogs, we don't really hear birds. Well, just heard something. Missing. Alright, I don't think we missed anything on that path.
house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
This is such a wild house if you really take a look at it. Like, you can see the main house and then all the add-ons that are very probably not stable.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me even then.
What are you talking about? Edie had jokes. Okay, so that's Zoom, and that's about all I got. Sweet.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
That's cool. I didn't know I could look through it like that. Yes, thank you. Can we not show our eyeball through there? Wind chimes! Oh, well, alright then. I was gonna go around the front,
door
but
used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
old station wagon. You know, devs take times to put, like, all this stuff in. Most of us just blow through it and don't look at all the little detail of the stuff they put in there. Remember when those were so popular? I used to have one on my car.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
January of 2010. A lot of canned fish.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Say Viking's Belly, it does.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
That's right. I forgot about the cannery.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Yeah, so... What's that noise? Did you guys ever, like... Do you guys have Chinese delivery around
The
you?
cable was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Soy sauce torn open. Because none of our little Chinese restaurants around here, we have a lot of them, but none of them deliver. Yeah.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Yeah, DoorDash now, but I've never known of any of them to deliver.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Which is really weird because this is obviously
Even the
not...
fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Yeah, lots of story here lost, so I hope you're paying attention. Also, I just realized that the layout of this house so far is... Demonologist followed the layout of this house. Ew. 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 I love, so you got the rhinoceros beetle there. That's cool. There's that, you know what, whatever. You got the beetles and the moss and stuff. But then you got that thing, and you got the centipede. The millipedes, okay, they do bite. That's okay. Yeah, it looked like it was set Pacific Northwest. I gotta get used to doing things with this instead of...
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
I played this originally on Xbox. With some packing going on.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Get this door sealed off with foam.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
So yeah, Demonologist, although it continues this way a little bit. I think this is the front door, isn't it? Actually, it's back to the kitchen. Demonologist, the first house inside there is set up. We need a key for that. Alright, well, upstairs we go then. That is such a cool, like... I want that.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
That's why I ended up with the peepholes. Got it.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
No, this is cool.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
So originally, the reason for the stream name is because that was originally going to be the name of this game, and it was going to have a
From
darker
the paintings
turn.
on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Reading what? Okay.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
So it is. It's very dark, but it was going to be like darker
like
and more
no
like a
idea
horror
where this was gonna lead.
elements, or more horror elements, I guess. But yeah, this is a dark
I grew
game.
up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
There's like no dust collected in this. That's kind of wild if you think about it.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Man, I forgot about this. I'm slowly getting...
My Halloween candy was all gone.
You know, like how I went for the gerbil food first.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Look at the fox! It's very dark. I can't show you the fox very well.
I kept eating and eating.
Okay, hold on. If it's darker on stream, then it should be. Let's... Now it looks too bright and faded out. Is it quiet? Okay, hold on. Not quite on my end, but let's go to about here. Oh, everything's turned up, Zoro. I'm not sure how to get that any higher. Hold on, I'll come to you in a second. Okay, how does that look for brightness? Going back and forth here. Okay. I don't want it too bright because it oversaturates us.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Sweetie, no. Why would they have
Then
those
I
in
heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Da-da-da-da.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I keep going this way, okay.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Bro, this is bringing back so many memories.
Rabbits.
I'm sorry it's quiet though. It's really loud on my end. That's a crazy thing. Okay, I can't swoop. Whoops. Just been following the rabbits. Don't mind me.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Wait, no, go down. That didn't work as planned. Listen. Yes, some mustard would go good with rabbit. Also, welcome, Robin. I lost a mama rabbit. How far can I fly, I wonder? Got her. Got her.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Welcome, Brooke. Whee! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. This is how sharks do it. Yep. Shark in my best life.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
How do I go down? Never mind. Figured it out.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
I missed the fat, juicy seal. Hold on. This poor girl. Ah, so close. Wait, where'd he go? Listen, viewing on this is a little hard. Bear with me. I don't remember having this much trouble on the Xbox.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Nami's. Do I follow her blood trail now? Yeah, buddy. Wrong way. She's still going fast. At the wrong thing. Ah. Dora, this is your fault.
Grabbed on tight. And I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm done. I am a tentacle. Oh.
Now I was a monster and I smelled people everywhere.
Mmm. Let's go get them people.
I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Oh shit, she was gonna say something, but I gobbled him up. She's insatiable, I can't help it. Oh, that didn't go where I planned on. What's wrong with sea shanties? I love sea shanties.
Passenger, I was still hungry.
I wasn't a passenger, but okay.
I smelled something new, something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Just so you know, this is the same kid that thought about eating her goldfish Christopher at first when we started this.
I got closer and closer.
What's our room? We're back. Wait, are we gonna eat the fish now? What's up, Icebox? How you doing?
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again.
And Tiny. What's up?
But I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, welcome.
I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I too am delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Lost, I gotta fix the shout-outs. So I played this once a long time ago on the Xbox.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before
And
my mom sealed the doors.
I'm vaguely remembering things as I go, but it's great to be experiencing it again. And a couple of the chatters.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
I need to get the new shout out.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
I feel like this, if I recall, this is a puzzle with these and the candles, maybe?
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Going to sleep,
Louis
Brooke?
died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Those night shifts, man. Back on
The room was
morning
like a
shifts.
museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. Perfect. More story.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
I would love the name Odin. So what, well, no, that gets kind of personal. I was gonna say, so what did you end up naming him? But, Tiny, I saw you playing a game earlier called
When
Dark
Edie told
Water.
people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Alright, there's so much narration of the story, and since I know this is like some people's first time, I'm trying to be kind of, not quiet as I go through, but quiet anytime they talk, so my sentences might end up being, like, weird.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Hold up, I want to go to Druid World. That sounds cool. I was gonna ask you if it's a horror game, but now, so you're on a submarine on some Jupiter moon, gotta have sub-battles and dock and... Hey, wait, I gotta look that up. That sounds
Even
cool.
in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
I'm sorry, Lost. You still don't have the, you and your country internet. Oh, dude. This brings back memories. Have y'all seen, First of all, having carpet in a bathroom is weird, but I know they used to do, like, that super shaggy carpet like this. Be the frog.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, I'd say so. But yeah, no, so women, I've been inside of homes, like older homes that have like carpet, and they do like either this plush or like shaggy like this or super plush, and I'm like, why? Why is this a thing? Look out, people. Alright, I gotta remember what to do now. I've never seen it in an apartment. Derpy. And don't worry, Lost, I will upload this to YouTube so that way you can watch it on there too. Hopefully with much better internet. Yeah, I wouldn't put that. The side of moldy carpet, literally. Oh, I gotta open that first. I'm trying to flip it the other way, like
There's
that.
a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book. Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Or Milton. Is your internet still down,
Grandpa
Lost?
Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Hold on, what's over here? Anything? Alright, wait. I don't want to go there yet. Let's go upstairs. That sucks, Lost. Why'd you build a dumb
I guess
PC?
my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Not sure, Robin.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Got a cast
My
on
brother said
leg.
he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Mom! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Ooh.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Ugh. I love
I
swings,
think he'd already made up his mind.
but I would not be going this high. Couldn't do it.
That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again. The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Is this down here? More Milton? Oh wait, hold on. Okay, that goes. Let's try this first then. I think it's a shortcut, isn't it? Barbara.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
And then Edie just kept adding to it.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
I'm going to Barbara's room in a minute. Well, no, we'll go now. Because this is just this up here, right? Yes. Okay. We didn't go down here. Like I said, this is set up a little bit, or the demonologist, this isn't set up. Demonologist copied a bit of this house, a little layout, just a little bit. Can we go back in here? Yeah.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Taken in her room, looking in.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Ew. Cigarettes.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
I always thought this was pretty cool how they did this.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Ah, I can interact with everything. They totally won't know we're coming.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Table saw. That's nice.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb,
Yes, Robin.
relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh, I can't whack everything off.
Walter, are you there?
No way, I'm not wiggling your dongle.
Finished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was
Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
Sorry, we need to leave. I know.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Molly's room, the kid that ate everything.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
I don't know, where the fuck's Walter at? Also, Robin, that one never came through. I don't know why.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing.
I want one of
All
these.
she heard was...
Yeah, I almost wish I had turned him off, but I didn't, so it's whatever.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Her story was always one of my favorite, just the way that you did it, the comic book style.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
House has some creepy old creaks. I don't think I can get back out through her door because her door was foamed. But we know where to go next from that.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yep. Oh, it's a wood table now. Can't have nobody falling off and breaking it. Keep wanting to walk faster, and all I do is look more. Wrong way. Holy shit, Robin. dance well. That's even better. Singular. Good old table saw. Table saws scare me, dude.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
She ain't really wrong. Actually, the basement's not really bad. Round. You're
I saw
obviously...
Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
She was hiding bodies.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
There we go. That's exactly why they're scary. Also, I know I brightened it up, but this seems
I
dark
remember
for
asking Mom once about
okay,
where
the
Walter
lights
had
are
gone.
turning on.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories,
Sorry, I sneezed.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Walter lived a pretty long life.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
That's why we're here, Robin.
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
I don't know if I could just grab the stuff
But if you wait long
from the
enough,
can like that.
you'll be used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door.
I could eat the peach slices. I'm okay with that. I don't know if I could eat them
Almost friendly.
straight from the can.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting.
Again, I could gulp them.
Or
I'm
maybe
okay
I
with
just
that.
got tired of being afraid.
I can swallow good. Just not from the can. I don't know. It bothers me.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
My can of peaches.
I'm done waiting.
I
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
I've cut myself on enough cans that, like, the thought of slicing my tongue out, it just now just gives me, like, it just bugs the shit out of me. I want to see what else is down here with them. That one went. Zorro's making quotes. Look at him go. A big jar of tomatoes.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
I
Whoever
forgot that
killed
he
Barbara
basically just secluded himself into the
and Molly
basement. Like some prepper.
and Calvin.
That's where all the trash goes, I'm assuming. Where do you go to the bathroom at?
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
This
Whatever's
game is
out
just
there,
so good.
I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Had a light on him, that's for sure.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
You put a picture of a lake there to look at. Can you just imagine? I don't know if I trust getting on the ladder part that's attached to the door there. Like, no.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Cereal really wouldn't want to be something that you prep. Peanut butter, yes.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Ow.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Like how they had the train there. Oh, I don't have to get worried about being hit by a train no more.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
I was trying to look, where did the train... Oh, okay, I see. It's like, where did that train even go? Makes a little more sense.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Let's go sit in that chair.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Wait, hold on. What's over?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Yeah, let's not go that way then. How far out can I go? It's like a bunker thing out here. Light, if you look across, there's... You see lights over there. Lights over there. Okay, we can't go out there yet. Look at the barnacles.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
It's dark in there. That is a gorgeous view. We had a customer drop off a couple of dogs yesterday that they were on their way to Oregon.
you look at the house, it had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
I remember if you could see the swing in the tree over there or not. Oh, never mind. It's right there. Never mind.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Aw.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Derpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Then you had Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, and Zoe. Burpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Oh wait, hold on, there's more. Christopher the Fish, Shadow, Shotzi? Is that Shotzi? Is that how you'd say that? Oliver, Bob. Bailey. Then we can't read that name.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Vin with that, Edie with the book, Walter with the rock with the hole, Barbara, Molly. Died when she was just 10, man. Calvin was 11. Walter lived a long life.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
House going under.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Maybe that doesn't go anywhere. Maybe that's just flotsam from the old house.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Sam?
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Sam, Gus, and Finch.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay and Lewis.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Not something we should be doing. Pregnant or not, on that little ass limb. Not on an oak tree like that. can't walk on the glass. I want to see if I could break it.
I never
All right.
met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Some of the
They
interesting
were
parts
pretty
of the house.
intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Cat about to whack the shit out of that squirrel. Can you guys... Yeah, y'all can see okay. At least I can... On my TV, it looks okay. Airline ticket. Hey, Finch. Okay. Alright, that's sealed. Oh, right here.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still up.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn. Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
I know, Zorro, I forgot that whenever I was taking a picture and I forgot, it just switched to the next thing there.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
So we can't do anything with Kay's stuff. I'm trying to remember how we progress up the house. I don't think we go back across the tree. No. Alright, we have to go somewhere in that room, I think. I remember... I don't remember where to go now. We will figure it out. Figured it out. Pretty sure the first time I played it, I walked around that room forever trying to figure out where to go. MREs.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh, baby gate. Gregory. Year old. A Carlisle and Sam Finch divorce contract. Right there in Washington at Orcas Island.
Dear Kay, Do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
You left me alone inside of here.
That time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Feel that sign of frustration. Oh god, we're inside the really pink bathroom. I mean, I know they said this is...
I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Bathroom has, like, where you can keep magnetic stuff.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
I guess this is old enough it'd have a metal tub.
Whatever it was, he saw.
Listen, I'm not a very good frog, apparently. Oh, fuck.
Sure made him happy.
What's up, Syl? Oh wait, I see where I'm trying to get to. Hold on. Let me back on you, buddy. Okay, I missed.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
He's all soapy now.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Well, rip.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
There's a poem for Gus. Alright, we're just jumping right to the next story. John doesn't get a story.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Damn, that's some talent right there. Not getting it caught up in that? Yeah. Y'all ever flown a kite? I don't know what that actually says. Let's get it turned
My father
around.
made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Damn, she's getting married and they never met her? That's kind of fucked up. I don't know where I'm supposed to fly this now. Alright, cool. Oh, words. We love words. Yep, get out of there.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
There you go.
The wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Whoop. We're about to Benjamin Franklin this shit, ain't we?
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Like his little punk
She never
strip
talked
hair.
about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
I forgot about the baby story. That one
My
sits
mom
heavy
moved
on
up
my
to the
heart.
loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
I feel like none of this is structurally sound. But I mean, I guess it's set up nice in here. It just doesn't look structurally sound from the outside. Of course, I don't think we've hit the part that they've really
She
added.
spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
We saw Sanjay buried down there. Taj Mahal, Red Fort. I can't read that top one. Do. Post-it notes everywhere. Fly to India.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
No story up here. We're just Just came up here, check this out, go back down. Okay, but what do we do down here? Wait a minute. Race flag, breakfast, quiet time, Dawn, the sweeping and trash, Gus did mopping and mowing yard, and Greg can be a baby. Must be nice, Greg. Hold on, I don't think we're done up here. No, I'm pretty sure it's seafoamed, like, shut. I don't think it is a door. But I swear there was more to do. Okay, see? See?
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Okay. This is where things would get super sketch for me.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Edith, Milton, Lewis.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
They lived up here.
Things were good. Almost normal.
And Zora, they talk about the storm coming through, but I'm assuming even, I know in Florida you wouldn't want to do this, but I'm assuming out there you wouldn't want to have like an addition coming up onto the house like this. And those storms.
But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
But you still wouldn't want to have all this built up, right? Like, I just feel like that is structurally not good.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Listen, you'd see pretty surprised some of the, like, shanty towns that you see people build up, though. It's always bothered me that it's built up like this. And knowing that somebody would actually do something like that, like, I could see somebody doing that. Nope. Not doing that.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush. I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Walk through the painting and find him.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out. Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Let's go. This is the cool room, though.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Well, it's also the way it's set up, like a boat. Not just the marijuana. But that, yeah.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Always liked his story.
He kept working at the cannery.
Hold on, I gotta figure out how to...
But he withdrew part of himself.
Grab another one. Let's go. Come on.
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Yeah.
His mind began to wander.
Oh. Listen, my mind also wanders whenever I'm doing things.
I asked him to describe it.
Hold on, I'm having issues trying to do two different things
He
here.
said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Okay, we're getting it. I can be ambidextrous.
Then
Kinda.
something moved. Bats. And toads.
Oh, hold on. I can't go up the water? Ah.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Oh, God, the fish! Thank you.
But he took it very seriously.
Here, get the fish out of the way. Trying to watch him walk. Oh my God.
I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then.
Chopped up. Oh God, I'm sorry.
Daydreaming at the cannery.
What are you talking about? It's fine.
I spoke
can do
with
this.
his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
Well, this is all your fault.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Doggy!
On the edge of a city he named
Come on, dog.
Lewis Topia.
Oh no. Let's get this.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. some songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannon, but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
Yeah.
So he could do whatever he wished.
How that works.
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Louistopia!
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
Grab the fish.
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Sorry, Mom. I got fishes to do.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
handsome queen. Beautiful
handsome
prince.
queen.
Holy eyeballs.
The queen was on her own quest for
sinister serpents. Like a choose your own adventure thing.
He followed the sound of her
electric guitar, of course.
Electric sitar.
Shit, I missed that one.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
That looks like a switch. Imperial Palace. Constantly ordering. Is Orca's Island a real
Began to
place?
forget the world we know.
Right, Zoro? He can't even picture an apple.
I
I
think it
just
pained him to
can't.
remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
It's awesome to know it's real.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
This is him. Buddy, I am not even working. I did much better.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
I don't even have to walk. We just ride this.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
That doesn't look like a guillotine.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
His story was always my favorite.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Yeah. And also, so whenever you have to use both of, like, both, with the controller, it was each side, but, whenever you're chopping the fish and, walking around at the same time, you have to use the keys to walk around and your mouse to do the fish, so it really gets you working.
Before we left to tell Edie.
Poor Edie.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
The crunching of the popcorn, or the packing
I
peanuts.
understand why we left.
This is like, this just freaks me out. As somebody who's afraid of heights, too. Being up in this, no. No, absolutely not.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Dude, I wish we had a Five Guys near me.
What
I have
happened
to
at
drive
night
pretty
coming
far
for
for
a
a
long
Five
time.
Guys.
Maybe I should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Why did I suddenly get so short? These little paper people, the thing. Robin, I didn't want to crawl. You'll have to watch Vim, this game is so good. You'll have to watch it whenever I post it on Facebook to see the beginning. It's a dark game. I mean, but it's
The
so
whole
good.
last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her
Did I
glass.
say
and
Facebook?
said,
I meant YouTube.
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Boom. Is it a black couch with the white room behind you, Zora? Is that where your casting couch is?
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Yeah. No, open it. What did you do? Excuse you.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
Bird leaf pin.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
I hate being in fog so thick you can't see. I hate driving in it.
For a while, I wondered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Zorro, I do too, as long as I don't have to drive in it. I do. I always pay attention to the road, Vimin.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's
Wait.
mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Gimme!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
Damn, we just leave her there.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Wow.
After that, we moved around a lot.
Dolphin! Whoosh!
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
Can you blow that thing
My mom
faster?
didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Thank you,
The
Mom.
rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Yes. Oh wait, no, I was gonna say he has 2 quotes, but Lost, that's yours.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Damn, that's her son! I forgot about that. Yeah, it's such a good game. The part with her mom kind of hit me hard because Dad's back in the hospital again. Me too, Robin. They don't know what's going on quite yet. They don't know if what happened is related to the MRSA or not. Zoro, I didn't miss... We never filled in Edie inside of our book. Like, we never drew her out. Did I miss her? Did I miss something? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. I thought there was something after the credits I couldn't see or couldn't remember. Me too. The credits are really good. This whole game, the layout, the way that they did everything, the way that they did the different stories. I remember somebody, a friend, talking to me about this game, and I was like, I don't know, I'll give it a try. And it's not a very long game, as you see. We completed it in, what, a couple of hours? But, it's a very impactful game. One of the better story games out there that I really enjoy. Zoro, your name in there somewhere? Zoro, have you ever seen... We'll look at it afterward. Because I need to do the... Well, hold on, let's finish this out, and then we'll take a look. Because this game always brings me to tears a little bit, too. To replay a story. Alright. Yeah, this is such a good game. I teared up. I wouldn't say I was crying, but I definitely teared up. And again, that part with her mom kind of hit me with Dad.